Hello and welcome back to the Rage Gaming channel. Today we have something pretty special to show you since we're actually lucky enough to be invited to a sort of an online event to try Ubisoft's upcoming game, newly renamed Immortals Fenyx Rising. Rage jumped in to play the game for about 2 hours and try as much as he could in that small time, and we're going to show off that gameplay for you to watch at your leisure after a brief chat about some of his favourite parts. So Rage is here with me now to have a quick chat about things we're going to showcase in this gameplay video. Hello Josh.
Hello.
I'm uncomfortable. Did you enjoy the actual game though? You played it for 2 hours, so we have a lot to show today.
I'll put it this way, 2 hours felt like 2 minutes.
To give you guys some quick context about the style of the game, it's very Breath of the Wild in nature, but very enhanced with a lot of different mechanics and features that you were gushing over. Plus, the world is set in a comical sort of Greek myth style. Josh is a big fan of that.
You open chests by gently patting them and coaxing them to open for you.
And it seems like, especially in the play session, they had unique dialogue for this like early access that you've played, and it was very self-aware, which was nice.
Yeah, while you're playing, Zeus and Prometheus are having a little chat. And Zeus is classic Zeus, which I'm sure means a lot to all of you if you're up in your mythology, you know, classic Zeus. What a card!
So for the actual gameplay though, you know, the thing we're doing this video on, you have a glider, you can move around the world, you can swim, you can climb, but the glider, for example, take one mechanic, is a lot more interesting. Like, how does that work?
Well, it's not a glider, it's a pair of wings that you can bust out whenever you want, go faster on, and it's basically the glider mechanic, right? It's stamina depleting while you're using it.
But you seem to have a lot more control.
Yes, it's a lot more fun. There's swooping down and riding jet streams back up, and you use them in combat as well when you whip up to flying enemies, and it's just more like aesthetically pleasing to bust out wings than it is to pull out a piece of wood with some fabric attached to it.
Yeah. So you got like 4 potions and a bunch of abilities. How do they work?
You have 4 potions, attack up, defense up, stamina more, and health more. And the interesting about stamina more is you can use it while actually climbing or gliding or doing any stamina draining activity. So if you have enough of them stacked up, you can go ludicrous distances really even before you upgrade and unlock your extra stamina segments. And then you have like 6 god abilities, which is Athena's charge, which is damage and dash in a straight line. You've got a Hephaestus hammer, which is just a huge nuke stun in a huge area. You have Ares' spears that fling everyone upwards, including you, and you can use it as like a pseudo triple jump. And my favorite, which is Apollo's arrow, which lets you control it like a guided missile. Like your camera switches to the arrow.
He was telling me about this mechanic like 6 times.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, you said.
Because it's so creative. Not only do you use it for puzzles and stuff and tight cornering, you can fire enemies miles away. Because as long as you have stamina and you can keep drinking potions, you can keep guiding it. So you can just fire one across the map if you feel like it and slowly chip away at something.
I think that's what I like most about it, is that they've taken a lot of those things from that seemingly new genre of Breath of the Wild game that's emerging, and they've added a lot to it. Like, there's the stamina system. You use your stamina on abilities like you imagine, or dodging or gliding, but you can generate, like you said, with potions or by attacking, like the default attacks. So it encourages, almost like weirdly Bloodborne, more aggressive gameplay.
Yeah, it's very hectic and arcadey and tearing through huge hordes of enemies, and there's it's more spectacle than anything else, but it's also a lot deeper than, for example, Breath.
So you've got all the combat and all that. What about the world itself? You had like a pretty big area of play.
Yeah, so the world is a huge map divided into a section that's modeled around each god, like Aphrodite's forest, which is all lush and green and fun and calm, but the area we got to play...
There's going to be a lot of variation.
Yeah, the area we got to play in is Hephaestus' forge, which is like arid, and there's constructs everywhere, and it's more mountainous, and each area is built around a different form of travel. So a section of the map is long open plains, that's for your horse. There's a section that's like hilly and cliffy for your gliding. There's a section more sea across them all. And it's really, really varied. It's not just one big open grassland. And the actual density of stuff to find and do is hugely more. Because it's a smaller map in general, I think, but that's hard to tell without being let loose on the other sections. But the actual stuff density is... a lot better.
Something super comparable though is the rifts to the Underworld, which functions like the shrines, right? But they had a bit more going on. Like, you played a couple puzzles, and then there's also parkour versions, which are a lot more interesting, right?
Yeah, they're little holes in the ground that you just hop in, and you go to your shrine type stand-in, and there are little challenges, and by far the best one was just the straight parkour. It was how good are you at using the movement system, and the movement system is really good, so...
Yeah, I'm definitely showing that in this video, but I mean, I would love to see stuff like that that's like timed, you know, because you were in there for, you know, a little while.
We don't need to talk about how long it took me to complete
that. Fail a few times, and maybe in the editing I'm going to make it look like you did really well, but, you know, maybe you didn't.
And the thing about that is it pointed out that the AoE spear thrusting ability, which was usually just used in combat, became a triple jump, and you use it for navigation and clutch clutch saves. So it's really neat that everything's kind of multi-purpose like that.
I meme on you for that, but you did do pretty well against the bosses. There was two. There's the boss for the story, and then you were directed to like a mini boss of the event who was supposed to be really hard, and you actually did really well against them. What do you think about like the actual mechanics of boss fighting?
Well, they're very, I guess, MMO-y is the way to say it.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you've not played MMO, it's boss does thing, and you have to
telegraph attacks.
Deal with it. Like laser beam slowly moving towards you, jump above it, or be close enough to the boss that you can rotate faster than the laser beam.
There's a lot going on with the game, and you've also got like a couple extra things. Like you've got your inventory system, so you pick up different equipment, and it looks different visually, but it also gives you like offensive bonuses or better defenses.
And they don't break.
Yeah, well, that's great. There's no durability. But I also saw you can toggle stuff on, like your helm, which is kind of
and the thing about the armor is it is, as you say, for the perks. So in order to finally beat the goddamn parkour shrine, I put the armor that gives me more stamina on, so I have... so it's slightly less punishing.
Yeah. So you choose your equipment for what
so
you're
you
doing.
Can set up a loadout to try and achieve a certain playstyle.
Well, the last thing I wanted to mention is there's also a bit of progression in the game as well to look out for. Like, I saw you were opening up a talent tree for the cauldrons to actually improve the effects of your potions.
Yeah, you can slowly make your potions stronger, you can make your abilities stronger.
So yeah, we're going to let you have an actual watch of many of the different things we just had a chat about. We wanted to kind of break down maybe some of the stuff that you'd see, so you'd have some sort of context. But enjoy the gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye!
Phoenix, fighting with all her might, had nearly reached Olympus on her quest to defeat Typhon, the dreaded god destroyer. But first, she would have to plunge into the Forge Lands. Once home to Hephaestus, god of fire, hammer, anvil, and forge, these were now godless lands. Scorched, laid to waste. What was not dead was dying. Chaos reigned. For here, monsters roamed free.
Can you not tell this story like I wasn't just there?
Zeus.
I was literally just there 2 weeks ago, and even if I wasn't, though I was, I'd be listening to your story for days.
It's called dramatic effect.
It's called Where's My Skip Button?
Fine. Cue title.
Ubisoft Quebec presents the video game formerly known as Gods and Monsters.
It is actually pronounced Ubisoft.
The French.
Looks like a rift in the ground. Time to jump in and see what's inside.
This mortal has no sense of safety. Jumps right into holes like a rabbit or a tomb.
Zeus! No lawsuits here, please.
am I?
Tartarus! She can just jump into the Underworld now!
These portals must have opened when Typhon escaped.
So you can just wave away whatever you want with narration. Zeus, a perfect father and husband, approves.
This might be a fantasy game, but even we have limits.
Keep that steady hand, little one, and you might just survive.
So what's Phoenix doing here again?
Relighting Hephaestus' ancient forge. There are furnaces near the entrance, or air vents to the north. Phoenix's pick.
Seems simple enough.
Easy for you to say.
before had a mortal laid their eyes upon something so grand, so gargantuan, so spectacularly crafty, so bold.
Just get a room already.
Well, I would if I could. Hephaestus' forge is that incredible.
None of those furnaces are burning. There must be something around here I could use to light them.
Okay, I get the picture. She's our hero. Can we skip forward?
Fine, fine. There's a good part coming up. To the forge!
Better be on my guard.
Through your help, Phoenix restored power to the Forge as Hephaestus' workshop came roaring back to life.
Translation. Everyone can go home happy.
That's quite. You are fools to think I was so easily conquered. Come, mortal, and face your real task. Me!
Wait! How much more of this story is there?
A lot. So send Hermes out for delivery, because we aren't going anywhere.
Partying in Hades. You don't have to keep bringing it up because you didn't get the VIP invite the last 1,000 years. Try harder. You have to make those chains work for you.
That was Typhon. Now free of the clutches of Tartarus, trying to cleanse the world of all the gods.
So this whole story you're telling me about how you think this mortal named Phoenix has a chance to free all the gods from Typhon's grip and then destroy him? Good luck!
Phoenix just saved your son Hephaestus. She recovered his lost essence and returned his godly powers. Are you even listening?
What?
Okay. I'll start again.
Oh gods, no! I have a better idea. How about you tell me all about it this holiday season? Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Anyway, let's see what this place has to explore. Puzzles, vaults, I'm sure there's a lot to see.
Yeah.